A name is an introduction, a label that we all carry, yet it doesn't capture the full story of who we are. Our experiences, aspirations, and values shape us far beyond a name alone. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Madison Lee. And if you're wondering who I am, I've often wondered the same thing myself. Who am I, and who do I want to become? My answer has changed over time. As a child, I waited for my Hogwarts letter. In middle school, basketball was my world. And now I'm on a path towards bioengineering. I often imagine myself standing at the edge of a dense forest, unsure of which way to go, with only a compass, my experiences, values, and the people who have led me to where I am today. While we may not know our final destination, I know that with each new day, we are discovering who we are meant to be. Leaving for college is daunting. I won't pretend that I'm not terrified. I've never lived away from home, away from all of my friends, navigating a brand new environment. However, growing up isn't about leaving who we were behind. It's about carrying forward that joy, curiosity, and resilience that have always guided us, and using those qualities to navigate the paths ahead. At Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory, we enter to learn, not only in the classroom, but in discovering who we are, so we can serve others from a place of understanding. I've always struggled finding my voice, terrified of public speaking. Whether it's an impromptu class reflection, clarifying something at basketball practice, or even asking for a glass of water at a restaurant, I would get lightheaded and feel like throwing up. At first, I didn't understand why. I just knew I was afraid. Afraid of being judged or coming across as incompetent. But over time, I realized that I didn't need to be perfect and I didn't need to have all the answers. I just needed to be me. One of the greatest lessons I learned from Kairos is that vulnerability is a strength. When we embrace our authenticity, we can create space for deeper connections to better understand and support those around us. As we take this next step into our future, there will always be people who stand by us, just as we can do for others. While I used to define my worth by others' perceptions of me, I no longer let them affect me to the point where I stopped being me. In sophomore year, I found myself benched on the basketball team. I had always tied my self-worth to my performance, and it was hard to separate who I was from how well I played. This stubbornness held me back from recognizing that I was more than a number on my jersey. However, with encouragement and support from my friends, I began to see this as an opportunity to redefine my identity, letting go of the version that found security and success alone. We are not meant to be confined to a single story, a single definition of success, or rigid idea of identity. Our identities are complex and interconnected. Only when we embrace and recognize all parts of ourselves that we can connect more deeply with others and become true servant leaders. True service begins when understanding how we can connect with others. I've learned that sometimes the most meaningful way to serve isn't by offering solutions, but by being present, showing up without judgment or hesitation, and walking a mile in someone else's shoes. None of us would be here today without the guidance, support, and love of those who have shaped us, our families, teachers, friends, and mentors. Therefore, we have a responsibility to continue to uplift others and pay it forward, to ensure that every person has the opportunity to thrive. Class of 2025, I challenge you to make service a part of who you are. Let service be more than something you do. Let service become an integral part of who you are. Continue to serve with an open heart and an open mind. Trust in the possibility of change and create space for others to feel valued. At Sacred Heart Cathedral, I'm so happy to belong to a community that values authenticity, where we can freely express ourselves and celebrate people from all walks of life. 4 years ago, I read Internment by Samira Ahmed, and I remember this one quote. A compass doesn't tell you where you are, and it doesn't tell you where you have to go. It can only point you in a direction, and it is up to you to always find your true north. The compasses we follow are shaped by the values, lessons, and love that we receive from those who guide us. This journey was never about simply following a path laid out by somebody else. It is about finding our own path, staying true to ourselves, and uplifting others along the way. As we begin this new chapter, may we all discover our true north. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.